Hang tight. The starting lineups in kickoff between Colorado Springs and El Paso are next.
Soccer League. All 35 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity.
We welcome you back to Widener Field, getting ready for the final home match of the season for Switchbacks FC as they host El Paso Locomotive FC. Let's take a look at the lineups in just a moment as the two teams take a knee in a moment of silence for the victims of police brutality and racial injustice. Take a look at Jordan Burt. He has a lot of memories here at this stadium. Started in the first game all the way back in 2015. Picked up a red card. Probably not his fondest memory here at Widener Field. Ronnie Argueta, another longtime member of the Switchbacks, closing out Widener Field. Let's take a look at El Paso's lineup. We talked about Logan Ketterer, top 5 in both shutouts and saves in the USL. Yuma will wear the captain's armband. Former Switchback Saeed Robinson in the midfield, and Aaron Gomez, the team leader in goals, up top. And for Switchbacks FC, Sean Melvin makes his 10th appearance of the year. Late change, Arturo Dizpay will start in place of Abdul Radabaye. More on that in just a little bit. Christian Valesky up top for Switchbacks FC. As you take a look at former Colorado Springs man, Saeed Robinson.
Switchbacks fans, it's Wednesday night, it's soccer night.
El Paso already winning the group, looking to stay in form as they head into the USL Championship postseason. Underway here at Widener Field for the last time. Christian Valesky with the ball. He'll send this one downfield a little bit out of the reach of its intended target as Ketterer puts his foot through that one, headed by Rubio.
Yeah, a couple good early wins from Ever Rubio. He'll lead the line on next to Arturo Dizpay. You mentioned it. Abdul Nguadabaye going down with an injury in pregame. So Arturo Dizpay gets the start for the Switchbacks alongside Ever Rubio.
Yeah, and it's been a season to forgive for Abdul Guadabaye. A lot of health concerns this year as we take a look at the keys for El Paso, Roland.
Yeah, for El Paso, get back to offense. Been a couple games with the Switchbacks. They scored 6 goals in those 2 games. They got to rechannel that. Their last game here was a 0-0. And then prep for the playoffs. We'll talk about it as we get into this broadcast, but El Paso Locomotive, one of the teams in the USL Championship, they've got their eyes set on a title.
Yeah, Western Conference Finals appearance last year, looking to take one step further here this year. Johan Servos with it, bringing it towards midfield. Sidesteps a defender, sends it to the far side. El Paso claims possession on the far side of the field. Couple players go down, one from each side, and the whistle will go against El Paso here. Saeed Robinson initially went down. No whistle there, but the contact on Ronnie Argueta, too much to let go.
It was Yuma, the captain of El Paso, had a little bite at Ronnie Argueta. Referee just chatting with the young man from Spain. Get a good look at the Switchbacks captain, Hiroki Kuramoto.
So that'll lead us to a joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. This one sent into the box towards Ketterer, and good defending there by El Paso. Just got that one away. I believe that was Eder Borum that was able to knock the ball away. It's going to lead us to our first Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. And before Aiden Daniels takes it, Roland, the keys to the match for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, Switchbacks have to break down El Paso's defense. We'll talk about it, but El Paso, they have one of the best back lines in the league, in front of one of the best goalkeepers, and maybe bleed some new faces. We'll see just who comes off the bench in the second half for the Switchbacks, but here's the corner kick.
And handled easily by Logan Ketterer. That Pikes Peak National Bank. Bank well, be well with your financial fitness partner at PPNB. We'll take a look at the referees now. Our head referee is Elvis Osmanovic. He'll be assisted tonight by Jacob Harold and Matthew Seam. Laura Rodriguez is holding down the 4th official spot here tonight.
Good high press early on from the Switchbacks.
Good job by Ronnie Argueta knocking that ball out of play, slowing the momentum just a little bit for El Paso.
Just exchanging pleasantries with Saeed Robinson there. Ronnie Argueta, former teammates here in Colorado Springs.
Thrown here as El Paso makes their way down the field. Diaz to the far side. This one sent into the box, headed away by Ever Rubio. Once again, controlled by El Paso in the midfield. This is their game. They are very patient, love to possess the ball, and they know that on most nights with the guy they have in goal that maybe only a goal is all they need to come away with a win. But of course they've scored their fair share this season. As Rubio plays this one up to Ronnie Argueta, good leading pass, now played out to the far side. Here come the Switchbacks. Jordan Burt plays this over to the far side, just out of the reach of George Labisi, and it'll be a throw-in for the visitors. As you take a look at head coach Alan Koch, his first full season with the club, took over as the full-time head coach late last year, 2-6-6 this year. But you look at this team, Roland, and the improvement they've made, some of the results they've had of late. Beating New Mexico is the one that immediately comes to mind. You see the progress that this team has made from match 1 till now.
Yeah, you certainly do. Good changes being made by the Switchbacks, improving game on game. So El Paso just get a little bit loose with it there. Ronnie Argueta wins the ball back for Alan Koch's team. Now out to Johan Servos, the Andorran left back.
And Servos will play this one forward, played back. by El Paso. El Paso Locomotive working the ball down the far side of the field. Now played back to Logan Ketterer. And of course, you're watching this match right now on ESPN Plus, but for our local audience here in Colorado Springs, it will re-air Saturday afternoon on Fox 21. So a chance to catch it again. Hopefully the result tonight is worth taking a second peek. Of course, history being made tonight in the final game at Widener Field. We'll have much more on that as the broadcast progresses. Aiden Daniels pokes that one away. Now Ronnie Argueta possesses to the near side for Christian Valesky. Valesky with the PK goal against Real Monarchs on Saturday. Aiden Daniels back with it. Has some green in front of him. He'll dribble past a couple of defenders into the box across the face of goal. And was trying to set up Jordan Burt there. Just could not link up with the long tenured Switchbacks player, and it will be a goal kick going to Logan Ketterer.
By far the best chance of the match. Brilliant from Aiden Daniels. Young Canadian just shifts inside, then out. Plays it right across the face. Jordan Burt just couldn't get a stud on the end of that one. In the end, scores himself, but not the ball.
And no way Logan Ketterer makes that save. Missed opportunity for sure. As you take a look at Mark Lowry, the second-year head coach of El Paso, the only coach they've ever known, and he's been a good one. 21, 12, and 15, the record. Mentioned earlier, he took this team to the Western Conference Finals, and they're well in position to do it again. 28 points at the top of Group C. As we take a look at the weather tonight, fires in the area affecting the air quality. Had a red sun earlier today in Colorado Springs, but other than that, pretty nice night for soccer in late September. Ever Rubio plays this one to the middle of the field for Aiden Daniels. Daniels to Jordan Burt, trying to atone for his mistake a little bit earlier, and I'll say he's trying to atone. Fires it from outside the 18. Logan Ketterer didn't have to take that one. Fans invite you to visit USLSoccerShop.com, the official shop of the USL Championship. And now on the near side, a Switchbacks player, that's Christian Valesky, is down on one knee. Walking a little gingerly here.
Blocking that ball out for a throw-in by any means necessary there. Christian Valesky, he'll walk that one off. Once again, good high press from the Switchbacks, but a nice turn from Saeed Robinson.
Now Saeed Robinson plays it to the middle of the field. Now with his Carrillo, and his pass goes wide and out on the far side. Throw in coming for Switchbacks FC. Jordan Burt going to throw this one in. And El Paso able to take it away. Switchbacks with a little bit of trouble moving through the midfield so far, as this ball is played over the top. Doesn't look like anyone's going to get there. And that is indeed the case, as Sean Melvin will have a goal kick. Aaron Gomez having a conversation with the referee. We'll take a look at this again. Thought that Arturo Dizpay sent him hard into the signage. The referee disagreed there.
Yeah, just shoulder to shoulder. Both players' momentum taking them into the Pepsi sign on the far side. We're back underway. El Paso a little bit loose there with Christian Valesky lurking, so they'll go along. And
a swing and a miss there from Ever Rubio, and then he creates some contact with Carrillo to stop his momentum, and Carrillo certainly made sure that the referee saw what Rubio did. Went down to the ground. You even see a smile on the face of Carrillo.
Yeah, Rubio had to make that challenge, picking up the first Hanson Hot Springs yellow card of the game. Swung and missed on that first challenge. Wasn't going to let Carrillo go by. Referee right on top of it. Good chance here for El Paso Locomotive.
It will be a joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. So this one's straight on goal, but a little bit of distance. Certainly the ability to get it over the wall and then tuck it down. A couple of El Paso players discussing.
Michak Jerome looking for the thunderbolt. And Yuma might add a little bit more creativity with that right foot. We'll see. It's the thunderbolt.
And that one goes right into the wall and sent back the other way.
Yeah, all the way forward from his center back position, Michak Jerome. Good job by the Switchbacks wall.
And this one will bounce harmlessly out of play. Another throw-in coming for Switchbacks FC, which will give us a moment to remind you that since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Saeed Robinson playing that one back to Ketterer. Nothing between these two sides quite yet. Switchbacks FC 0-3, or excuse me, 0-2-1 against El Paso. They did have one scoreless draw back in August, but never beaten this team. And as the schedule in 2020 wraps up, it's going to be a lot of soccer and not a lot of days. They played Saturday against Real Monarchs. Now they play tonight, and they'll wrap up the season down in Tulsa this coming Saturday. Ball sent in by Christian Valesky. Skips away from everyone, and it will be a goal kick once again for El Paso Locomotive and their goalie, Logan Ketterer.
Yeah, Christian Valesky just changing the point of attack, looking for Luke Ferreira. It was a nice little ball in by Valesky. In the end, Ferreira couldn't get onto the end of it. The Switchbacks have looked dangerous when they've gone forward so far in this game.
As you take a look at the road here for Switchbacks FC, couple of road losses, but at home. And even that New Mexico United match was here at Widener Field. Even though it was technically a road game for them, they've been pretty good at home as of late. And for El Paso, a lot of W's there coming off of a 0-0 draw against New Mexico just a few days ago.
Yeah, unbeaten in their last 9 are the Locomotive. George Labisi looking out wide for Valesky. Michak Jerome wins the header. Ronnie Argueta will pounce on that one.
And Servos plays this one out to Valesky. To Aiden Daniels. He's not afraid to strike it from distance. Gets a little bump there from Yuma, taken away by El Paso. Switchbacks get in there to defend, and it's going to be a whistle against Luke Ferreira.
Yeah, it's awfully unlucky against Luke Ferreira. Looked to be a clean challenge from our side, or excuse me, from our vantage point on the other side of the field. Get a good look at it here. Luke Ferreira goes in, and I was wrong. Referee was right. Free kick El Paso. Joint chiropractic free kick.
Indeed, joint chiropractic, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. So El Paso will take this one Second free kick they've had on the Switchbacks half of the field.
Center backs forward for El Paso.
That one headed by El Paso. Now Yuma strikes that one well wide, a goal though.
Yeah, in the end, just a little distracted by his teammate Macaulay King. Yuma looking for glory. Tulsa and OKC in the all-Oklahoma rivalry, tied at 1, 55th minute.
Quite fitting that the Switchbacks will end their season where it began, or at least in the state. They started the season with a win over Oklahoma City, and now they'll play Tulsa to close out the 2020 campaign. El Paso building up. And here's a shot, a little bit wide out of the reach of Sean Melvin. El Paso back with it. And that shot blocked away, which will lead us to a Phil Long corner kick. This corner kick brought to you by the Phil Long family of dealerships, Colorado Drives, Phil Long.
It was Memo Diaz who had that initial strike that just blazed across the face of the Switchbacks goal. There is the young man.
Diaz going to take this corner kick for El Paso.
Played at UNLV under Rich Ryerson for a couple of years. Did Memo Diaz.
Ball sent far post, misheader there. That was Drew Becky trying to put it on goal, could not, and now the Switchbacks will have it.
And a good opportunity here for El Paso to push forward, try to pin the Switchbacks, and that young man, Hiroki Kuramoto, in their own half.
Yeah, tough spot to have a throw-in. And the Switchbacks will stay high in the air. It actually worked out. I think they were just trying to get El Paso to have a throw-in further downfield, but stayed in play. And here we are with the Switchbacks with possession. Joan Servos over the top. That one goes out. El Paso with a throw-in.
Yeah, good job by the Switchbacks in the end to clear their lines.
Fans want to recognize one of our fine sponsors, Colorado Computer Support. They are your IT professionals. Syed Robinson gets this one over to King. And now play back to Ketterer. El Paso working the far side of the field. Switchbacks able to take it away. Now Arturo Dizpay. Long ball down, El Paso with a beat on it. They'll backheel it. And it'll go out of play off of El Paso. So Luke Ferreira going to throw this one in. Ferreira gets it back, trying to send it into the box. Now it goes in there right to Aiden Daniels. Daniels plays it back, shot by Argueta, deflected out front, and Ketterer able to make the save.
Looked like a good strike that was on goal from Ronnie Argueta. Almost no backlift from that man right there. In the end, you said deflection just took the stung out of it. Easy save in the end for Ketterer. He will clear long.
Headed by Switchbacks FC. Now Aiden Daniels in the midfield circle gives it off to Rubio. Turnover here, El Paso with it. To the middle for Syed Robinson. He'll play it back forward, and this one will just stay in play. Deflects off of Dizpay. I believe we will have another Phil Long corner kick. This corner kick brought to you by the Phil Long family of dealerships, Colorado Drives, Phil Long.
Good look at Ever Rubio. Once again, Memo Diaz will stride across to take the Phil Long corner kick.
Family dealerships, Colorado Drives, Phil Long.
That Pepsi sign has been in the wars this evening so far.
Yeah, Aaron Gomez taking that sign out earlier. Perhaps he's a Coke guy. We don't know. Ball sent in. Low line drive headed away by Switchbacks FC. Throw in here for El Paso. So nothing doing for the visitors. Fans, you can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com.
Another chance for Memo Diaz on another Phil Long corner kick in the far corner.
Colorado drives Phil Long.
Once again brought to you by Phil Long Family and Dealerships.
Again, Diaz poked away by Sean Melvin. Robinson tracks it down. His pass a little bit wide for Michak Jerome, but Ketterer's there to help. Good give and go through the box here for El Paso, but Switchbacks FC able to take it away. George Labisi has it. Over to Ronnie Argueta. Now Daniels out wide to Labisi. Played up here to Jordan Burt. Trying to feed Luke Ferreira. Good work by Ferreira to get that ball, but then El Paso closes in to take it away.
Yeah, relentless press so far for the Locomotive. Switchbacks finding it hard to build on that far side. Just how high the sky blue jerseys are pressing. Michak Jerome will look to break a couple lines there. On to Memo Diaz and out to Saeed Robinson.
Robinson to the middle and now taken away by Christian Valesky, and now Ronnie Argueta gets shoved down by Diaz.
A combination of Diaz and Leandro Carrillo. They're in on Ronnie Argueta. Great tackle initially by Christian Valesky to win that ball back, and then Argueta is just going to get sandwiched between Diaz and Carrillo. See there, El Paso used 24 players, deep roster down in far West Texas this year. As Dispay looks over the top, just can't find Luke Ferreira.
Yeah, normally when you have such high numbers in terms of the number of players you've played, you usually don't have the record that El Paso has. It speaks very well of this organization, this coaching staff, that despite a revolving door of talent at times, they've been able to consistently string results together.
Yeah, strength and depth for the team from El Paso. As Joan Servos looks out wide, Christian Valesky now making that left wing spot his own with Luke Ferreira leading the line through the middle for the Switchbacks. Ronnie Argueta now out to Joan Servos.
And now Servos has it back from Kurimoto to Aiden Daniels. Here come the Switchbacks again. Daniels takes a strike and just above the crossbar.
And that's exactly where Aiden Daniels wants it, on his right foot, driving forward for the Switchbacks. Great play initially by Joan Servos, and that strike just over the crossbar. Good look at it here. Aiden Daniels always wants that ball on his right. He's looking for that postage stamp. Young man from Scarborough in the Toronto area, just unable to keep it down. But a good play by there by the Switchbacks. Joan Servos, nice early challenge, nice break down the left.
Yeah, Mark Lowry may tell Michak Jerome to not give so much space to Aiden Daniels, which is kind of a catch-22 because Daniels has showed throughout this season he has the ability to beat guys. You got to respect that, but at the same time, you got to respect how well he strikes from distance as we take a look at where these two teams stand this year. Switchbacks FC not going to the playoffs. El Paso Locomotive, the team to beat in the Western Conference at least, if not the entire USL Championship. Interestingly enough, though, the goal scoring pretty even between these two teams, but Roland, it just goes back to what I was saying earlier. When you got a goalie like Logan Ketterer, you only need like a goal a night and you're going to get things done.
Yeah, playing him behind a center back partnership that includes Michak Jerome. He's working on his way to a century of caps with Haiti. A ball now into the far corner. George Labisi into Kuramoto. Back to Jordan Burt. He'll whip this one in. No, he won't.
Instead, he'll get it to Aiden Daniels. He'll send it far side, and Valesky was there, but could not get his foot on it.
Yeah, Luke Ferreira just got taken down off the ball just inside the El Paso 18. Good look there, Logan Ketterer. Young man who was a standout with the Braves of Bradley University.
Official TV sponsor, Fox 21 News right now.
You see Logan Ketterer there. I'm not a lip reader by trade, but I dabble. And Ketterer saying there, he just fell down. No whistle, though. But it will lead to a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick for Aiden Daniels. Bank well, be well with Pikes Peak National Bank. Labisi, far side. They seem to be really trying to get Jordan Burt involved offensively in this one.
It was a good idea by the Switchbacks to change the point of attack from that corner kick. Played short to Labisi. He whipped it in with the left foot. It's a good run by Jordan Burt. He was claiming a bit of a nudge in the small of his back as he went up for that header at the far post. But good idea there from the Switchbacks just to move that El Paso defense around a little bit on the corner kick. And in the end, it'll be a goal kick for Logan Ketterer that he'll play short to Michak Jerome. And out now to Macaulay King.
King plays this one up towards the midfield. And now out wide for the visitors. Diaz gets it taken away by Switchbacks FC. Now Jordan Burt trying to play that one up a little too strong.
Yeah, Switchbacks has some numbers breaking forward on the far side. It was a nice initial challenge from George Labisi. Just couldn't find Jordan Burt breaking down the right here side. Robinson now with some space.
Robinson with a couple of switchbacks on him. They know how dangerous he could be. Now Macaulay King. The middle for Zola. El Paso into the box, and a shot easily saved there by Sean Melvin. Shot pretty much straight on, easy for the Canadian goalkeeper to make the save. Jordan Burt telling Luke Ferreira to go run after it. Nearly tracked it down. Ketterer sends it back the other direction. Now Dizpay. Late add to the lineup, replacing Abdul Nguatabaye. And Nguatabaye gave it a go pre-game, but just was not game fit, which is certainly a big loss for Switchbacks FC. That's really where the main concentration of injuries has been, which is part of the reason why Switchbacks FC went out and acquired Gabe Robinson mid-season. Try to fortify that back line. Here's Christian Valesky pushing it forward. Has one man to beat, plays it out to Luke Ferreira. Ferreira thought about it, instead gives it to Servos. Servos into the box, headed away by Yuma, now controlled by Jerome. Luke Ferreira, great job deflecting that ball. Syed Robinson able to track it down. Now Jerome to the near side for Carrillo. Diaz to Yuma. Yuma back in possession. Half an hour into this one. No score between El Paso and Colorado Springs. Now Ronnie Argueta with it. He'll push this one forward up to Luke Ferreira, who gets shoved from behind. Clear foul there to be called.
Communities thrive when wellness is celebrated.
So this will lead to a joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. Ever Rubio to Servos. Up to Aiden Daniels. Has a step on King. Plays this one for Ferreira. Ferreira goes down. So unfortunate there from Switchbacks FC. Ferreira stays on his feet. They might have something going. Instead, Saeed Robinson breaking back the other direction. Now King heads it and goes through Valesky to try and get to that ball. And the whistle will blow because we are heading to our first hydration break of the half, or of the game, I should say. Only hydration half, break of the half. I'll figure out English. So Borelli and the El Paso Locomotive head to the sidelines, as do Switchbacks FC. A chance to reset things a little bit for these two squads, and a chance for us to show you what the playoff picture looks like. Just a couple of matches remaining for all of these teams. Group A figured out. Group B just waiting on LA Galaxy 2 and San Diego to figure their stuff out. And then here in Group C, El Paso and New Mexico have already punched their tickets. Switchbacks opponent this weekend, Tulsa. Pretty good chance of clinching Group D. May need to beat the Switchbacks to get it. And then as we shift over to the Eastern Conference, a lot of spots clinched there. Indy 11 as good as in. And there you see it. Orange Moon there. And then in Group G, Birmingham Legion FC, greater than a 99% chance. I believe last time I checked, 99.99998% chance of getting in.
You take a look at the bracket out west as it stands right now. Watch out for Reno 1868 with a red-hot Tucker Bone Air Force Academy legend. They would go up against Los Dos, Phoenix Rising, Sacramento Republic, Locomotive, and Austin, and San Antonio FC, and the team from the 505 just south of us on I-25, New Mexico United. Great shot.
Yeah, what a revelation Tucker Bone has been for Reno 1868. Signed his first professional deal here with the Switchbacks, along with his college teammate Austin Dewing. Dewing still a member of the Switchbacks. But a lot of people here really excited about what Tucker Bone is able to do with that team. As we get back to action here at Widener Field, a joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. Ball goes out, throw in, comes in short order. Play downfield looking for George Labisi, headed away by El Paso. Drew Becky gets his head on it, and it will be a throw-in for the Switchbacks.
Born in Highlands Ranch. Sorry, Ryan. Just going to say Born in Highlands Ranch was Drew Becky. Sister plays for the Canadian women's national team. So that one sort of half cleared by El Paso. Memo Diaz will get another chance, play that ball forward. Hiroki Kuramoto will sweep up for Colorado Springs. And just let that one go out right on the halfway line. Will, the Switchbacks captain from Nagoya.
And we talk about the recent run of form the Switchbacks have been in. A couple of bad road losses, but they've been putting goals up on the board, Roland. They're not a team that's easy to keep off the scoreboard.
They're not, and you mentioned it before, not a team that's easy to break down either. That one just sort of cleared into no man's land. Ever Rubio will track it down.
Arturo Dizpay, cross midfield, a little too hot for Labisi to handle. He'll wind up all the way at Logan Ketterer's feet.
Drew Becky, actually born in your favorite province, in our neighbors to the north, Saskatchewan. His sister born in Highlands Ranch. Drew Becky went to Arapahoe High School in Denver. Plays that ball forward. Settle down.
El Paso with it in the middle of the field. Taken away by Ever Rubio. Then right back to El Paso. Michak Jerome. As that one bounces out of play, Switchbacks FC going to get a throw in. You know, these hydration breaks, Roland, they either get you, they can get you going, but I think for the most part we've experienced over the last few weeks, these water breaks have been kind of momentum killers. The game seems very disjointed after these breaks, at least recently.
Yeah, it certainly does get a little bit choppy after them. 50-50 challenge there. George Labisi flicking that ball on. Here's Luke Ferreira. Just needs some support.
Ferreira doubles back to wait for that help. Labisi comes and gets the ball forced off of his feet. He'll stay with Colorado Springs. Fans, you can follow Switchbacks FC all season long on ESPN.com. Simply search for Switchbacks FC to keep up with the latest news and scores. Just search for Switchbacks FC, as I said, and click follow for your club. Zayed Robinson with it on the near side. Picked up there by Joan Servos. Now back to Jerome. Zola. Becky sends it out wide. Zola back with it. To Becky.
Yeah, Zola's been doing the hard miles in the middle of midfield for El Paso alongside his captain, Yuma. Switchbacks will get things restarted. Look back to Dizpay. He'll look to clear a little flick on there from George Labisi.
Back with El Paso. Jerome. Yuma back to Jerome. The near side for Macaulay King. King tried to get a whistle unsuccessfully, and now the Switchbacks have a chance to break back the other way. Christian Valesky off to Aiden Daniels. Zola able to take it away. King back with it. Now to Robinson. Tries to reverse fields. Labisi steps in front.
OKC.
For Rubio.
Sorry, Ryan, just going to say OKC getting a late goal as we tick toward the last 10 minutes in Tulsa.
Rubio up to Luke Ferreira. Ferreira lost it for a moment, tried to stay with it. I think that one's out on King. It is. And now Luke Ferreira to Valesky, trying to get back to Ferreira. Instead, it'll be Kurimoto. King sends that one out, and not a total loss as the Switchbacks will have a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. Bank well, be well with PPNB.
Great step forward from Hiroki Kurimoto. Good look there at Joan Servos. Young left back out of Andorra.
Aiden Daniels again going short here to Labisi. Over to Ronnie Argueta. To Luke Ferreira. He'll fire, and that one just wide. I think Logan Ketterer was a little surprised Ferreira let it rip, but did end up covering that far post well, and the ball ended up going out.
Yeah, Logan Ketterer just pulling his hands back at the last minute. I think he'd tell you he had that one covered. Nice strike, though, by Luke Ferreira. Found himself in a dangerous position. Switchbacks have looked threatening. Last couple times they've had a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. Good challenge by Ronnie Argueta. Hiroki Kuramoto onto the ball and out to Jordan Burt. Equalizer for Tulsa. 2-2 now with the energy of OKC. Aiden Daniels just being brushed off that ball. Nice ball over the top from El Paso, but Arturo Despay round on the cover.
Yeah, good defense there by Arturo Despay. Sends it downfield. Zola able to control. Now Jerome.
He'll be shocked to hear this, but Arturo Despay did go crashing into the Pepsi sign on the right-hand side as you look at home.
We need a Centura nod to the dock for the Pepsi sign. Other scores from around the league. Rio Grande Valley taking a 1-0 lead shortly before the half against Austin.
Saeed Robinson looking to get behind Despay, tiptoeing the Pepsi sign. Then a full-blooded challenge right in front of the Phil Long corner, and that'll go El Paso's way.
Despay is down and looks pretty hurt there.
Visit Texas Roadhouse on Powers and Carefree.
Tells the referee that he doesn't need the training staff to come out.
Good look at Saeed Robinson in the near ground. Good chance here for the Locomotive.
Almost like a corner kick, but it is a free kick, a joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. El Paso whips it in, headed away by Despay. That's where Arturo is so valuable, is in moments like these, either with the switchbacks taking corner kicks or the opponent with his size. He does a great job of controlling these headers, as now we'll get a Phil Long corner kick. Colorado drives, Phil Long.
Memo Diaz once again. Right in front of Austin Dewing.
And that one poked away by Melvin, and now a whistle here as El Paso was trying to control it. Was offside there.
Yeah, Melvin just got lent into a little bit. So he went to grab that one. We'll see Ever Rubio wanting the ball. Melvin looks like he's going to go long. It was good to see Austin Dewing just outside the Switchbacks tent on the far side. His brother Thad, a rising star with the Falcons of Air Force. Valesky looked to flick that one on. Joanne Servos on the overlap. Macaulay King will slide it over to his captain Yuma. 2 minutes of tick-tock shop stoppage time.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes added to the end of the half stoppage time.
Now Saeed Robinson to Diaz. Plays this one up to King, and good defending there by Joanne Servos.
The Switchbacks would like to thank Pikes Peak National Bank for sponsoring tonight's match.
Throwing goes to Robinson, tried to force it through, but Argueta was there, and it will result in yet another corner kick for El Paso. They'll try the other side, though. This will be a PLS mechanical corner kick. Diaz will take this one as he has taken all corner kicks. Into the box. Goes high in the air, kept alive by El Paso. Now Switchbacks headed away. Race for it. Controlled by El Paso. Will it stay in? And Luke Ferreira makes sure that it does not. Throw in coming here. Midway through our TikTok shop stoppage time. Whistle handball there going against El Paso Locomotive.
Should be just about it for this first 45 and change here at Widener Field.
Colorado Springs, Olympic City, USA, by stopping by the Colorado Springs Visitors Bureau, downtown Colorado Springs.
Arturo Dizpay will take this joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. Dizpay downfield looking for Luke Ferreira. Ball held up nicely, but El Paso able to take control. Ketterer, and that will be it for the first half.
That's halftime. The score at the half.
So midway through the final match at Widener Field, no score between Colorado Springs and El Paso. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the best moments from the Switchbacks time here at Widener Field. Again at the break, Switchbacks FC 0, Locomotive FC 0. Probably the best chance of the night right there for Switchbacks FC. Win and go. We'll be back in a moment.
Club is only as good as its support is, and everything we do, we go out and we try to represent you. The club has obviously made significant strides in the first few years, and we've got an exciting season ahead of us, and obviously looking forward to a beautiful home in 2021.
Switchbacks FC!
What a finish there from Master Cashier. Another goal that's destined to be in the top three of the USL.
The shot and a goal! Ronnie Arqueta!
I think to grow. I really think we've got an exciting club. I think the club is heading in a big-time positive direction. I think obviously having the stadium in the back of everybody's heads for next year is showing where this club wants to go. You'll hear me say it all the time. It's all about the next game, and that's all we can control is our preparation.
What an amazing ride it's been here at Widener Field. Ryan Kaufman now joined by the president of the Switchbacks, Nick Reagan. And Nick, when you and your family kind of started this endeavor in Colorado Springs, did you imagine that we'd be standing here getting ready to move into a downtown stadium and just all the success and all the memories that have been made at this building?
It's pretty crazy, Ryan, and pretty emotional actually when you step back and think about all the stories and all the people that have cycled through the stadium and through the Switchbacks and through the team and from a fan base, and it's pretty spectacular when you look back at it. I mean, as you see our restrooms and our locker rooms, we designed them on wheels for a reason. We anticipated and we always planned to be downtown. But there were moments that we didn't think we'd get there. Yeah. And so it's pretty amazing to be standing here saying this is the last game that we're playing at Widener Field, 6303 Barnes. So we're so excited, and at the same time it's a good time to remember and just, think about all the amazing people that have participated and been a part of this.
And 2021 can't come soon enough for a lot of different reasons, but of course locally the downtown stadium. From your perspective, what do you think the best part about this stadium is going to be?
Downtown, like this facility, it was always critical that we had an elevated concourse so that your views are unobstructed. Whether you're looking at the mountains, whether you're looking at the field, it's unobstructed. Yeah. And so we're really excited about that. Just being in the heart of Colorado Springs. Everybody in town is going to know when we have a game on. The lights are going to be on, fireworks are going to be going off. The energy in downtown is going to be something that Colorado Springs has not experienced before. And we're just happy to be a part of it, happy to have built something that is now bigger than the Reagan family. But we just continue plugging along and are excited about next year.
Well, we're excited about next year, too. Why don't we take a little look at what the downtown stadium will have in store for us next year.
Visit USLSoccerShop.com this Friday through Monday to claim at least 20% off at participating clubs' online stores.
sensational, fantastic, any way you slice it. This one he puts away, fires and scores. What an unbelievable strike. Oh, what a goal.
There's the shot, it scores! Attacking, shooting, and scoring!
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Visit USLSoccerShop.com this Friday through Monday to claim at least 20% off at participating clubs' online stores.
Back here at halftime, nothing doing between Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC and El Paso Locomotive FC. 0-0 at the break. Ryan Kaufman alongside Roland Vargas. And Roland will take a look at some of the goings-on around the USL. The league buzz, my friend. You talked about Reno 1868 earlier. What a season they have had.
Yeah, and if they finish the season with 38 points, they've got 2 games left. They'd equal that points per game record of Orlando City from 2012. Solomon Asante Long, one of the best players in the USL Championship with Phoenix Rising. Just needs he's got a 1-assist lead over Canardo Forbes from Pittsburgh and Danny Barea from Hartford. And finally, for Oscar Jimenez, notched his 25th career assist on Saturday night in the 1-0 win over St. Louis FC. He's assisted Speedy Williams' goal. Speedy Williams found himself on the bench of the USL Championship Team of the Week. The original Ponybeard, Cody Lorendi, he was the player of the week for Oklahoma City Energy FC as he made a number of saves, including a PK save late in the first half as OKC tied Austin Bold in a real barn burner in the USL Championship 0-0. San Antonio, they lead the USL Championship Western Conference standings over Reno and Phoenix Rising. Tulsa FC, they're making a move up. They round out our top 10. San Diego Loyal, you mentioned their match coming up during that first half. Austin Bold, they're currently in 8th place. All standings subject to change. USL Championship scoreboard. Tulsa 3-2, 92nd minute. They lead over OKC Energy. That game's been back and forth. The Toros of Rio Grande Valley, they lead 1-0 in Edinburgh against Austin Bold. Monarchs and New Mexico United still 0-0 early doors, as is Reno and the Las Vegas Lights. All games on ESPN Plus. Ryan, what do we got to look forward to?
Well, after we're done, or there's about, I guess, LA Galaxy 2 and Orange County SC are getting going as we speak. Same with San Diego Loyal and Phoenix Rising. What a matchup that is. And then rounding out the evening's festivities will be Tacoma and Sacramento. And then, as you see there, a couple of matches on Saturday, including the Switchbacks taking on Tulsa. And then on Sunday, this El Paso Locomotive FC team will be in action. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights and stats from this scoreless first half at Widener Field. Arturo Dizpay sends the ball downfield. That one will go out of play on the near side. Throw incoming for El Paso. Just underway here in the second half. No score. Switchbacks FC and Locomotive FC. Throwing here to the near side. Dizpay trying to get that header. Now Hiroki Kurimoto with it. And now Dizpay gets dragged down, as Borelli will be the guilty party here. It should lead to a free kick, and it will. George Labisi setting it down very close to the sideline. It will be a joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. Both Labisi and Aiden Daniels getting ready to send it in. It will be Labisi to the middle. That one headed by Switchbacks FC. Now Saeed Robinson tries to clear. Labisi gets a foot on it. Now Aiden Daniels has it. Daniels trying to thread it through a couple of defenders. No go there, but the Switchbacks battling back and have possession once again.
A girdly spell to start this second half here by the Switchbacks. Ronnie Argueta, he'll look to the near side for Jordan Burt, another Switchbacks veteran. He'll split that D, drive toward the box.
And now taken away by Saeed Robinson. Robinson with a lot of green in front of him. He'll chip it over the top and looked like he was going to try and lead. I think it was Gomez. Diaz was in the area, but Gomez was coming down the near sideline. I think that Saeed Robinson was trying to pop it up and have it hold up a little bit so Gomez could get under it, but no such luck there. Switchbacks FC has control on the far side, and now they don't.
John Servos just unable to keep that ball in front of the Switchbacks bench.
Thrown right at midfield for El Paso. So we take a look at our match stats. Pretty even in basically every category, so that paints an accurate picture of where we are right now. Switchbacks FC, one more shot. And they'll certainly want to outchance El Paso tonight. And now here's a chance. Luke Ferreira, and that one was deflected away. I think Luke Ferreira, a little surprised by that. He thought he was going to send it in on Ketterer, but good defense from the side, taking it away.
Yeah, catastrophic from El Paso, trying to play their way out of the back. Luke Ferreira on that one in a flash. Blocked right before it got to Logan Ketterer. Will be a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, and that man right there, Luke Ferreira.
Yeah, Ferreira can't be happy about the result there, but it will be a Phil Long corner kick. Colorado drives Phil Long. Here's Aiden Daniels. And no one able to get on the other end of it. So now an even bigger loss for the Switchbacks with the opportunity they had moments ago.
Yeah, Christian Valesky just having his jersey pulled. Confirmation that we are at Widener Field in Colorado Springs for the final time. Saeed Robinson bringing that ball down off the chest. Giving it back to Macaulay King. He'll look, but George Labisi's onto that. Now Luke Ferreira.
Now contact. The referee will let things go. Labisi tried to play it through to Valesky. Maybe a slight miscommunication there between Labisi and Valesky on where Valesky wanted that ball. And Ketterer will end up with it.
Valesky tracking back, committing the foul once again right in front of the Switchbacks bench. El Paso in all kinds of a rush to get game back underway. Good look there at Christian Valesky. Played his college ball at Southern Illinois. The Cougars of Southern Illinois Edwardsville.
Jerome plays this one short, immediately receives the pass back, and then gives it off to Ketterer. And now here's a chance. Carrillo dribbling in. Tried to leave it for Robinson, and the Switchbacks able to pounce.
Really nice turn by Leandro Carrillo. Brazilian number 10 is Arturo Dizpay. Clears that one into touch. Be a throw in for El Paso.
Borelli. Up next for the Switchbacks, of course, the season finale at Tulsa on Saturday. You can catch that one on ESPN Plus. Ronnie Argueta able to clear that one out, and we are receiving word that Tulsa, after a back-and-forth affair with OKC, able to hang on for the win. Big win for FC Tulsa. Borelli. And an early goal from San Diego. Puts Landon Donovan's side out to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, there will be goals in that game. Doubt that one will finish 1-0 with Phoenix rising.
That one goes out on the far side.
Joan Servos will get the Switchbacks back underway. Looking for Luke Ferreira.
Becky will get that ball to Jerome. He'll send it in. That one headed away by Rubio. Now Kurimoto. That one tapped away from Valesky. There's USLSoccerShop.com, the official shop, online shop of the USL Championship. This one goes back to Sean Melvin. Headed forward by El Paso. Now Gomez, been quiet so far, the leading goal scorer. He tried to set someone up there and it's sent away, leading to a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick.
Yeah, tons of space on the near side for Aaron Gomez. On loan with El Paso from FC Juarez. In the end, his cross well blocked by the Switchbacks. And as you said, out for a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick.
Bank well, be well with your financial fitness partner at Pikes Peak National Bank.
Memo Diaz once again on corner kick duties, looking near post, got the flick, but not on target. It'll be a McDivitt corner kick this time now for the Locomotive.
McDivitt Law Firm, we are in your corner.
This corner kick is brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm.
Memo Diaz once again making his way over to the other side of the field.
So Diaz getting a little bit tired running back and forth from corner to corner.
Richie Ryan, El Paso substitute, offering some encouragement. Once again, El Paso looks near post, cleared away by the Switchbacks.
Throwing coming for El Paso. Orange County taking a 1-0 lead over Los Dos. So far, so good for San Diego.
Goals aplenty out west early on this evening.
Diaz with control, tries to play it forward, taken away by Jordan Burt.
Yeah, it was Drew Becky trying to press the attack for El Paso from his center back position. That one's going to be cleared out straight to the waiting Eder Borelli.
And now to Zola. Over to Michak Jerome. Captain Yuma with it. Finds a man out wide. That's Macaulay King. He'll take a shot, and that one is wide. El Paso wants the tip from Sean Melvin, but referee says Melvin did not graze that ball.
Wonderful ball out wide by the captain, Yuma. Macaulay King did his best to keep his strike down, just getting him behind the switchbacks there. You could tell by Sean Melvin's dive. He was worried about that one in the end. Whistles just over the crossbar. And the switchbacks get us underway.
Hit by Kurimoto to Jordan Burt. Now Labisi to Kurimoto. Zola took it away for a moment. Now Labisi has it. George Labisi trying to get to Luke Ferreira. Foul called. I think they're going to get Syed Robinson on this one, and Robinson's going to get a little bit more than that. He's going to get a Hanson Hot Springs yellow card.
Yeah, he is just scything down George Labisi. Syed Robinson, the second player into the book on the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Ever Rubio was booked in the first half for the Switchbacks. Looks like George Labisi will be all right. Good chance here, though, for the Switchbacks. Bring their center backs forward. See if they can't clip something to the back post and win the knockdown. Get a good look at it here. Syed Robinson's going to come from out of your picture. Yeah, he's late there.
It'll be just his first yellow card of the season. And it will lead to a joint chiropractic free kick, improving quality of life through routine and affordable chiropractic care. Aiden Daniels, George Labisi looking over it, surveying their empire, trying to decide where they're going to place this one. Few tweaks to the players on the far side. Here's Aiden Daniels curling it far post, headed away, and this will be a goal kick for Logan Ketterer.
Arturo Dispay forward from that ball from Aiden Daniels. In the end, over that man, Logan Ketterer's goal. There is Aiden Daniels.
This one out of play. Jordan Burt will have the throw in. So I mentioned earlier, Jordan Burt was here for the first game at Widener Field, and he'll be here for the last one. But before we talk about that, want to let you know you can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com.
Referee's going to call a foul against the Switchbacks. El Paso quick to get us back underway. Borelli will look back to the middle. Nice little step forward there from Drew Becky.
Becky looking over the top for Syed Robinson. Arturo Dispay able to get in front of Robinson. Now trying to keep it in play on the near side. Good job there by Dispay, keeping it in play. And Argueta sends it downfield. Luke Ferreira giving chase, gets bumped. No whistle. Michak Jerome able to control it.
Yeah, Michak Jerome on the cover. Drew Becky going shoulder to shoulder with Luke Ferreira. El Paso was lucky to have both their center backs round on the cover there. Now they'll look to get him behind. Nice little ball, but offside. Late assistant referee's flag up on that ball through. It's Macaulay King that played that with the outside of the right foot. As El Paso looks like they're ready to make a change on the far side. There's our Jack Quinn's Irish Pub and Restaurant fan of the game. Pretty chilly evening here in Colorado Springs after a warm, if smoky, day here in southern Colorado.
And we certainly want to thank all the fans who have filed into Sand Creek Stadium, now known as Widener Field, over the last handful of years. Certainly this would be a more well-attended occasion, if not for, you know what I'm talking about. But certainly great support for Switchbacks FC all throughout their time here at Widener Field, and many of these fans will be making their way downtown with the Switchbacks in 2021. And here's a shot by Labisi that goes wide.
Double sub now for El Paso Locomotive. Logan Ketter once again untested, this time by a George Labisi strike.
And number 7, Dylan Maris, replacing number 23, Memo Diaz.
Dylan Maris, I believe, one of the substitutes coming on. That is confirmed. Memo Diaz and his corner kicks are done for the evening. And then Richie Ryan will come in for Distel Zola. Double subs, as Roland said. Double UCCS substitutions for El Paso.
Ton of experience in the man. You just saw Richie Ryan. Here is Dylan Mares, former Louisville Cardinal before making his way to University of Indiana. Played the last couple of years with Miami FC. There's confirmation of our UCCS substitutions. Mares on, Guillermo Diaz off.
Throwing it here from Jordan Burt. Now Michak Jerome. Switchbacks trying to take that ball away, and they do. Luke Ferreira with it. Leaving it for Kurimoto, knocked away. Switchbacks will keep it.
Good strong challenge by Michak Jerome. Kurimoto will just leave that off to Joan Servos.
Back across midfield here. Ever Rubio to Arturo Dizpay. A little bit hard off the foot of George Labisi. Gets it to Dizpay, who sends it downfield. Misheader there by Valesky. Ran down by King. Cauley King to the middle of the field. Controlled by El Paso. Now a pass to the middle. And it will one hop into the arms of Sean Melvin.
Jordan Burt tracking back.
On the road, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, and Rodney Marsh. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, and the UEFA Champions League. Sirius XM FC, channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the Sirius XM app. Ryan with it in the middle of the field. Plays out wide to the far side. Couple of hops. Stays in play. Stays in control of El Paso. Good clearance there by Jordan Burt. Chance maybe for the Switchbacks to break. George Labisi tries to send it through to Aiden Daniels. Headed away by Yuma. Yuma to Ryan. Ryan plays that ball up to Macaulay. King shoots in, a save made by Sean Melvin.
Yeah, fine save made by Sean Melvin. Down quickly to his right. He was moving over to his left. Had to readjust, reach down low to the right, make that save. Switchbacks did a good job helping him out on the rebound as well. Melvin will clear long now.
Takes a hop. Michak Jerome controls. Gets it to Yuma. Ball played up by El Paso. Carrillo had it. Ronnie Argueta defending well. Argueta able to take it away. Now it goes out, and they'll say it's going the Switchbacks way. Disbelief on the part of the El Paso bench. Fans, keep up with the latest with Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC by following them on ESPN.com. The latest scores and news. All you need to do is search for Switchbacks FC on ESPN.com and click follow for your club. Ball ends up going out. El Paso with the throw in. April 4th, 2015, match number 1 here at Widener Field. Mike Seth with the first Switchbacks goal. It was a 2-1 loss that day to Oklahoma City. Now here we are 5.5 years later, closing out their time at this stadium. Jordan Burt able to knock that one away. El Paso stays with it. Here's a shot. Came off the side of Yuma's foot and spun away from the goal and out for a goal kick. And that'll lead us into our second set of substitutions. It'll be a double sub for Switchbacks FC. Uvaldo Luna and Austin Dewing will make their appearances. Luna will come in for Christian Valesky. Austin Dewing for Luke Ferreira.
Great to see Austin Dewing back for the Switchbacks. There is the young man who played his high school soccer at Air Academy High School before making his way to the United States Air Force Academy. As we mentioned, his younger brother Thad, rising star with the Falcons, and Coach Doug Hill.
10th appearance of the season for Austin Dewing. Uvaldo Luna in the game as well. Appearance number 12. This one's headed by Ryan. This one played forward to Austin Dewing. So Dewing getting involved in the action right away. Dewing sends it into the box, cleared away by El Paso.
Yeah, substitutes looking to link up. Now Luna will get on the ball. He'll look out wide for Joan Servos.
Servos back to Luna. Tries to force that ball to Aiden Daniels. Sent to the near side. Gomez has it. Tamaris now to Michak Jerome. Now on the far side, it's just sent out by El Paso because there's a Switchbacks player down on the turf. That's Aiden Daniels.
Glad we don't have a replay of that one as you get a good look at Ronnie Argueta, the Rocket, as our Ortho Centura, Penrose Ortho Centura nod to the dog. Switchbacks trainer Andrew Peters helping out Aiden Daniels.
And as we move into 70 minutes played here at Widener Field, good time to remind you that the Switchbacks have not been held goalless since September 5th. Certainly not looking to go without a goal tonight. And the way this game is shaping up, one goal might be the difference. Jordan Burt to George Labisi. Labisi to Dewing, trying to hit Uvaldo Luna, taken away by Michak Jerome. Now Macaulay King trying to weave his way through. Now to Gomez. Switchbacks have done a very good job neutralizing El Paso's top goal scorer this year. He has not been involved in most of the play here tonight.
Yeah, Aaron Gomez starved for service a little bit as well. See a good battle on the far side right in front of the McDivitt corner. Switchbacks will play their way out. Joan Servos looking up the line. He'll get it back.
El Paso playing this one upside. Robinson on the run, able to send it in, but grabbed by Sean Melvin.
Yeah, easy catch in the end for the young man from Victoria, British Columbia, Sean Melvin. Good break forward by Saeed Robinson on that far side, but just ran out of room before he could get his cross away. Servos again, highly involved here last couple minutes.
One played over the top. Servos trying to run it down. And now end up out for a goal kick. So when you're playing the last match in a stadium, you tend to think back at some of the milestones. If this result holds, the last goal at Widener Field will be scored by Christian Valesky. That PK equalizer on Saturday against Real Monarchs. But the Switchbacks are certainly hoping that that will not be the last goal that a Switchbacks player scores in this building.
Ketterer building from the back. You said it, 20 minutes and then a little bit of stoppage time for both these teams to look for a winner. Jordan Burt cutting out that pass. Think of all the goals scored over the years here at Widener Field by the likes of Mike Seth, who you mentioned earlier, Marty Mabin as well. Always liked a late time goal. Did the young man from Belfast. Here's Austin Doing.
Doing to Burt. Burt thinks about it. Wine fires and Ketterer makes the save.
Yeah, Jordan Burt just trying to catch Logan Ketterer out. Closed up his shoulder, looked to the far post, trying to curl that one in. Ketterer bobbled it initially, but in the end, good save from the El Paso #1. You see right there, takes it a little bit of a bobble, but stays within Ketterer's clutches. Ain Daniels works back, wins that ball back for the Switchbacks to Arturo Dispay. He'll be forced to go back to Sean Melvin.
You talk about the goals that have been scored here at Widener Field. One of the more memorable ones for me, I wasn't on the call that day. I was sitting on the far side of the stadium, Masta Kasher, as that shot ends up going wide by Saeed Robinson. Yeah, remember that one, Roland?
I do remember that one. The Mastanabal, Masta Kasher, one of the great Switchbacks over the years. What the Switchbacks wouldn't give to be able to bring on a player like Kasher, maybe Jack Jones as well. Get a little sprinkling of red to go up front. In these last 20 minutes, Sean Melvin, once again, he'll look long with the goal kick for Colorado Springs.
I believe that was a superhero night here at Widener Field when Kasher scored that just absolute gorgeous goal against Real Monarchs, if memory serves.
Always superhero night at Widener Field, Ryan. Second half water break on deck.
Well, you know, if my kids are here, that means it is superhero night at Widener Field. And as Roland mentioned, chance for both teams to hydrate and strategize, theorize, winterize perhaps And we take a look at the Golden Boot chase. Junior Flemings with 14 goals. Phoenix in action as we speak. And then Dane Kelly on the Eastern Conference side, 11 goals. So it does look like, barring something quite miraculous, that Junior Flemings will take home the Golden Boot. But who knows? Maybe he'll set up his teammate for a bunch of goals. We'll have to see. And then you look at the Golden Glove chase. John Kempen in action tonight, trying to keep that outstanding stat line intact. And then you see Kuzminski and Vitello both looking to qualify for the Golden Glove chase as well. Some great goal scorers, some great goalkeepers in the USL Championship. Look at a couple of players who have reached the 50-goal mark. Cameron Lancaster and Junior Flemings. Talking a lot about Junior Flemings. Lancaster doing it just a little bit quicker than Flemings, but both about as good a goal scorers as we have in this league. Congratulations to those two gentlemen reaching a big-time milestone. So here we go after the hydration break. The final stretch. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, El Paso Locomotive FC. No goals yet in the final match here at the stadium affectionately referred to as Fortress Sand Creek. This one played down to the corner, cross sent in, nobody home though. It was a good setup by Switchbacks FC, but George Labisi, Jordan Burt, they weren't able to get on the other end.
Yeah, good ball right across the face. Joan Servos there. He's been very active up and down the left-hand side for the Switchbacks in this second half. Unlucky not to be able to find a teammate. That's a really good ball in, keeping it away from Ketterer, but in the end, not able to find a teammate. El Paso Locomotive will get us back underway. George Labisi gets a piece of that one. It'll be another throw in for the visitors.
And certainly El Paso, even though you always want to win matches, given their position in the grand scheme of things, they can take the point. So something the Switchbacks need to fight against a little bit here, because they for sure want to win this one. Close out the home portion of their schedule on a high note. Ronnie Argueta getting spun around there. Meanwhile, Arturo Dizpay is down. Switchbacks will play it out on the near side.
You could hear Arturo Dizpay screaming out as this challenge right there. Richie Ryan just leaving a little bit in on Arturo Dizpay. Richie Ryan, young man from County Tipperary. He's had a nice career in American soccer. Spent a couple years ago with FC Cincinnati. Referee will just get us back underway with a drop ball. Apologize if our field mics picked up some salty language here on the near side.
Rubio will play that one back to Sean Melvin. That one headed to the middle of the field. Yuma trying to get control.
Nice take there from Ronnie Argueta just to protect that ball. Get a ball down to Arturo Dizpay. He'll push it forward to Austin Doing.
Now to the middle of the field for Aiden Daniels, taken away by El Paso.
A smart play from Richie Ryan. Arturo Dizpay is alert to that one. He'll play it back to Sean Melvin. El Paso trying to break in behind the Switchbacks. Now win the ball back in the middle. Game getting a little bit stretched now, especially in the center of the park. Richie Ryan out to this near side to Borelli. Over to Mares, another second half sub.
Mares will swing it out wide to Macaulay King. He's been active, and he'll stay active, playing this one far side. Headed to the middle, and great defense. Switchbacks not out of the woods yet. Got it cleared. That was great job by Switchbacks FC to pick up their netminder, and the fans here at Widener Field appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it was Leandro Carrillo on the doorstep. Young man unable to finish that one, as El Paso Locomotive will make another change. But a tremendous sequence there. Brian Rebellion going to come on for the visitors, and there is proof. He'll replace the former Switchback Saeed Robinson. Young man out of Colombia.
12th appearance of the year as we take a look at this again. Header was right there, and a great job by Ever Rubio to keep El Paso off the board. And as we get back to live action here, El Paso threatening again.
Yeah, and great play there by Aaron Gomez not to go down under the challenge of Sean Melvin. Melvin tried to come out, close that man down. Aaron Gomez found himself in some great space after making a nice run. Carrillo found him. Sean Melvin comes out to close the angle. Fair play to Aaron Gomez staying on his feet, and it will be a McDivitt corner kick on the far side of the field for El Paso Locomotive. They're having some good chances last couple minutes here at Fortress Sand Creek.
McDivitt Law Firm, we are in your corner. So with no Diaz in the game, it will be a different corner kick taker. About the same result. Ball out on the near side. Switchbacks FC. Getting ready to throw this one in. Jordan Burt will be the one to take it. Now challenge there by Ronnie Argueta.
Yeah, fair challenge by Ronnie Argueta. Strong but fair.
And then there will be a foul going against El Paso as Hiroki Kurimoto got taken out. Fans, you could be a part of the conversation and watch the drama unfold live when the USL Championship playoffs begin on October 9th. Catch every match, every goal, every save, and every celebration on ESPN Plus on the way to the USL Championship Final November 1st at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Deportes. That is 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain. And Roland?
2:30 Hawaiian.
Thank you, sir. El Paso back with it. Cleared out by Ronnie Argueta. This one headed empty net here for Switchbacks FC. But George Labisi able to send it towards midfield.
Yeah, Sean Melvin got a little bit lucky there. Found himself in no man's land on that long ball up over the top. So Switchbacks get ready to make another change. I believe it will be Mamadi Kamara about to check into proceedings here at Widener Field.
Yet another goal scorer coming on for Switchbacks FC as Alan Koch's side looks for what would surely be the game winner. El Paso with it on the far side. They're not done threatening yet. Valdo Luna able to take control. Now Ronnie Argueta. Argueta up to George Labisi. Just a little bit out of his reach. Becky able to get there and play it back to Ketterer. That ball goes out. That was off of El Paso. Aiden Daniels did not touch it. Referee agrees. And as my broadcast partner alluded to, Mamadi Kamara will make his way into the contest for Aiden Daniels.
Another attacking substitution for the Switchbacks. Mamadi Kamara will try to use his pace against some tiring El Paso legs. Austin Doing, unfortunate to see that call go against him by the assistant referee.
COS clap with your section.
Austin Doing, as always, living right on the edges of the Air Force's grooming regulation standards.
El Paso with it on the far side. Now taken away by Switchbacks FC. Up to George Labisi. Labisi and Austin Doing. Ball played up just out of the reach of Doing.
Yeah, really smart idea. Nice run by Austin Doing, holding it on side. In the end, just accelerated it off the turf. You see George Labisi frustrated with himself. Good break forward there by the Switchbacks. Trying to get in behind the visitors. In the end, that last pass just a little bit strong.
Logan Ketterer now. Sending it downfield. Paso with a good give and go. Now Gomez poked away by Burt, and now a challenge from Burt. And we'll whistle here. Into a joint chiropractic free kick.
Yeah, Dylan Mares winning that free kick just outside the 18-yard box for El Paso. It's going to be a golden opportunity for the visitors. As you said, on the joint chiropractic free kick, as we tick ever closer to the 90th minute in the last ever match at Widener Field.
Joint chiropractic, improving quality of life routine and affordable chiropractic care. Sean Melvin setting up his wall. Looks like Morris is going to take this one.
Awfully difficult to get this ball up and over from this kind of distance. So Mares might be forced to look at the side that Sean Melvin's protecting, to the goalkeeper's left. Referee satisfied with the distance of the wall. Richie Ryan also loitering over this one with some intent with the left foot.
We'll see who takes it here. Big moment of the match. Maybe the moment of the match. Shot into the wall. And that one caught a Switchbacks player flush. And immediately the training staff called for here.
Yeah, Ever Rubio, as you said.
This injury stoppage is brought to you by
Ever Rubio telling the referee that he's okay. He went down, just dropped onto the grass, so I don't certainly blame Elvis Osmanovic for calling on the training staff. And now Rubio is getting checked out.
And our critical moment of the match is Ever Rubio's clearance on the goal line. Fantastic play by the center back. Led the line well tonight. Our Centura Sports Medicine moment of the match. That man right there, Ever Rubio, forced to check out and check back in just due to the nature of that injury being to the head. It'll be a drop ball for the Switchbacks here inside their box. And Ever Rubio ushered back onto the field. He'll take his place alongside Arturo Dispay.
Melvin sends it downfield. We'll see how that stoppage with Ever Rubio affects the amount of time that's going to be added to the end of this one. Either way, it's not going to be an eternity. And now Logan Ketterer takes a little shot there from Austin Doing. And Ketterer will stay down on it. look at this again.
Yeah, light to put it mildly. Austin doing just slipping right in front of Ketterer. As we gonna have 4 minutes tick-tock shop stoppage time in the second half. Thank goodness Logan Ketterer is all right. Brave goalkeeping. He'll be able to get us back underway here at Widener Field.
T's and P's. All right, Logan Ketterer getting ready to send this one down. We have crossed over into tick-tock shop stoppage time. 4 minutes for these switchbacks to try and close this building out on a high note. Jordan Burt with the throw-in to George Labisi. Now Jordan Burt. Burt back with it. Burt with some space. Burt a little bit short to Labisi. El Paso reclaims possession, but running it from behind was Mamadi Kamara. Now to Melvin. Boots it downfield. Luna Skies misses the header, but it'll go out off of El Paso.
Save of the game was number 1, Sean Melvin, at the 65th minute.
John Servos.
Chiropractic.
Look to get this one forward toward Mamadi Kamara. He'll give away the joint chiropractic foul, which I don't think El Paso will be in any rush to take.
Yeah, Yuma there suffering from the same affliction as Logan Ketterer. And now El Paso will have it. Borelli on the near side. Low contact, that's a whistle. Going against Gomez. Switchbacks will have it. We got a score in Utah as Real Monarchs SLC have fallen down 1-0 to New Mexico United there in the 58th minute.
Implications for Group C. Switchbacks will look up the line toward Austin Doing. George Labisi on it now, trying to lay it off to Doing, but nothing doing there as El Paso come in, nick the ball away.
Awesome.
I'll see myself out.
Couple minutes you can't. Michak Jerome sends it downfield, headed away. Throwing coming for El Paso. Still time. Switchbacks need to get control of the ball here. Now whistle going against El Paso, so here's Colorado Springs' chance.
Yeah, they're sending players streaming forward. Just have to have the ball follow them. Arturo Dispay. And that one will find the sideline right in front of the Switchbacks bench. Getting awfully late now here at Fortress Sand Creek.
El Paso with a long throw in. Ever Rubio, Ronnie Argueta among the headers. Ball sent out there by El Paso. This is definitely it for Switchbacks FC. They gotta make something happen here.
It's been a pleasure, my friend.
absolutely feel the same way. Our outstanding crew that's been with us this entire time. Some personnel has changed over the years, over the last 5.5 years, and this one will end in a 0-0 draw. Ever Rubio is our Better Business Bureau man of the match. Visit bbb.org and start with trust. So perhaps a little bit of an anticlimactic ending to the Switchbacks time at Widener Field, but tonight it's about the memories over the last 5 years.